welcome in today on HHS-TV, a record-broken MLK Day festivities. The tilapia tank overflows, a student council update, and an interview with Lower Merion High School's principal. That's all right now. Live from the Harriton High School television studio in Rosemont, Pennsylvania, this is the Ram Report with Ben Feldman and Nick Merriam.
Hello, I'm Ben Feldman.
Along with Nick Merriam.
For today's Ram Report, we're going to get to a report on MLK Day at Harriton in a moment, but first we have some breaking sports news from overnight. Let's go to Ricky in the studio for more.
A record that lasted for 14 years here at Harriton High School was broken last night as Sophie Grady scored her 1,092nd point as a member of the Harriton girls basketball team, making her Harriton girls basketball's all-time leading scorer. She came into the game just 1 point away, and she didn't even know that. In fact, only a handful of people in the crowd knew, as they found out just before the game. Here's the video. Sophie Grady stole it. She ran down the court, went up for a layup, and was fouled. Only 1 point away from breaking Heather Barry's record set 14 years ago. She made her first basket, and then her coach caught a timeout. That's when she heard this.
With that point, Sophie Grady becomes the all-time ladies scoring champion here at Harriton High School. Congratulations, Sophie.
It was less than a month ago when she scored her 1,000th point. It was so unexpected. I wasn't even aware. A lot of people here at Harriton weren't aware. That's why I caught up with Sophie just about an hour or two ago to talk to her about this incredible achievement. Harriton's all-time leading point scorer. How did you find out?
I actually didn't know that it was going to happen until after I scored the point, because I only needed 1 point. And when I scored, my coach called a timeout, and then the guy said it on the thing, so I had no idea. It was really exciting.
How does it feel to have such an incredible accomplishment here at a high school that's over 50 years old, and for you to be at the top of Harriton girls basketball in terms of points scored?
It's really exciting, and it's a good feeling because coming in as a freshman, I had no clue that any of this could happen, so it makes me really happy.
Looking forward to the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the rest of the season. We have 10 games left, I think, so we're going to try to make a run.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Rick.
This is video that Mr. Ferg took from another angle. Once again, this season for the Harriton girls basketball team isn't over yet. 1,000 points is just the beginning. I'm sure Sophie Grady has a lot more points to score before her time at Harriton comes to an end. That's all from Ricky here live in the studio. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Ricky, and congratulations to Sophie. 1 week ago, Lower Merion School District held their annual MLK Day of Service right here at Harriton. Here's Eitan Ginsberg with a report on the event.
Eitan Ginsberg here at the Martin Luther King Day of Service at Harriton High School.
It's a super fun day.
Why is there are a lot of activities, and it's drawing a lot of little kids.
Yeah, kids are fun, and they're enjoying all the different activities. They're making some quilts.
And it's making it fun for them to help the community.
Doing some art projects, giving back. It's a nice day of service.
So today we're all here in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. and we're doing lots of different service events. So we're packing snacks to bring to the Ronald McDonald House and making blankets for our kids who are in the hospital and making cards and doing lots of good stuff like that.
What is each of your favorite events that are going on today?
Making the blankets, the bake sale, the blanket making, the blankets.
So what's Build On's involvement with this event?
We're helping out, direct people, we're selling things, we're just trying to get the word out about our school in Haiti. The values that MLK Day service are based around are the same principles of Build On, helping people and just making the world a better place.
Normally, these are two principals of rival schools, but today they're coming together for a greater cause. We've got Mr. Hughes and Mr. Weinstein. What's it like to see both communities and schools come together?
Well, I think sometimes we may be rivalries on the athletic fields, but we work together and collaborate frequently. So it's really nice to see when our students do things together for a positive note, like the Day of Service today. So it's wonderful.
I think it's a great time. This is a great event, and it shows all the out-of-school bonding that can happen during a school day for two separate schools. It's a great event. It's a great time to bring kids together. That is right for service and community work.
So basically, the Starfish Project is an organization that helps promote community service in little children. And today we're having them paint their own version of a starfish so that we can inspire them to work on their own uniqueness. And our goal as an organization is to help kids feel comfortable as they grow up doing good things for others every single day and not just once or twice a year.
We're asking the kids to write down how I have a dream, how can we help others, and the kids are coming up with it and drawing their starfish and making their bookmarks and taking it home and feeling good about community service.
What's it like seeing your own child here involved in service?
It's fantastic, because I think that's the key to happiness, and my kids have found it. So I hope everybody at Harriton does. I think Harriton does great service.
What do you think about when you hear Day of Service?
Makes you feel good. Makes you feel good inside that you're helping other people and having fun at the same time.
Well, I think that the values that Laura Marion puts into the students early on, the idea of service learning, and that's not just something that we talk about, but something that we bring to fruition and integrate into our curriculum. I think that's what motivates the students to come out here, because they know that it's not a chore, but it's exciting and it's fun.
Reporting for HHS-TV, I am Eitan Ginsberg.
Thanks, Eitan, for reporting, and Ricky for producing and editing. In rather bizarre Harriton news, our very own tilapia tank overflowed twice on Tuesday. According to sources, a student involved in taking care of the tank accidentally added water to the bottom tub of the tank without letting it get from the above portion to the bottom. As a result, the water level in the tank went above the tank's rim, spilling water into the JSL floor. The area had been cleaned up, but again, water spilled out as it drained from the plants to the tank. No fish escaped, in part thanks to the net, which stops the tilapia from jumping out. As a reminder, the tank in the JSL holds tilapia that will one day be eaten in the cafeteria.
And now it's time for your Student Council Update with Ben Barnett.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Presidential Update. My name is Ben Barnett. Congratulations to Science Olympiad for winning the invitational competition at Conestoga High School. Harriton Science Olympiad only had their underclassmen compete and still crushed the competition. Keep an eye out for Sparks Rap Slam coming on February 3rd. Email Ariane Johnson if you have any interest in participating. Lastly, Mr. Harriton is fast approaching. If you would like to learn more about the show, check out our website at mrharriton.com. While you're there, you can meet the contestants, read about the show, and if you're so inclined, donate. Tell your friends and tell your family. Mr. Harriton is our biggest fundraiser of the year, so every donation helps. That's all for today, Harriton.
As promised on the last RAM report, we're going to air a clip of our own Ricky Sayer interviewing Lower Marion Principal Mr. Hughes. This took place at the Harriton
like to come to a game like this?
Here is part of the interview.
High energy, such great spirit between both of these schools.
This is awesome. It not only speaks to each individual school, but it speaks to the community and how much this community absorbs or loves their basketball programs, how much the community likes to be together. It's a good rivalry, a lot of fun. Good to see not only the students out here, but all the families here. That's what really makes this a great event.
So yeah, a lot of people at Harriton don't really know, is Harriton really the true rival to Lower Marion, or is it Radnor? Because we know that they have the chant, not a rival.
That's a great question. Most of the history with LM is really, it's always been Radnor, over 120 some years of rivalry, which stems from a football mostly. So I think that's kind of always been the thing. And about 10 years ago, Harriton wasn't in they weren't in the Central League. So there's never been a real rivalry between the two schools until now in the Central League. But I'm not sure if you could say it's a true rivalry. There's still the Radnor piece that's the historic component of the traditional, look from LM.
In national news, tomorrow is Donald Trump's inauguration day. Many Democrats have decided to boycott this inauguration after Donald Trump tweeted insults against civil rights leader John Lewis, saying that he is, quote, all talk, 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 and no action. Many were particularly angered by this tweet as it came the weekend of Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
This is the last RAM report before midterm week. We wish you all good luck in studying, and once again, we would like to congratulate Sophie Grady on breaking the 14-year-old record by getting 1,092 points.
That'll be all for today's RAM report. Signing off, this is Nick Merriam.
And Ben Feldman.
From all of us here at HHS TV, shout out to Coach Meller, and thanks for watching the RAM report.